put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Morning and welcome back to Youth Wednesdays on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. You are viewing us live here in Portmore, Scarborough. This morning we have no stranger to the Tobago space, Mr. Downie Marcelle. We're not talking about politics this morning, but we're talking about football. So he's in the capacity here as football continuing his community work in Tobago. Good morning to you, Mr. Marcelle.
Blessed morning to you, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine,
I see you've been well occupied post the political stint.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, what you do naturally always something you maintain because you are that.
Yes.
You don't have to pretend to be that. That is just how my life was before politics. And even after politics, it will continue to be that.
That's very much commendable. And with him this morning, guys, we have Jaedon Anthony and Ackim Duncan.
That's right.
They're all members of the Ball Blasters Academy. So, Mr. Downie Marcelle, tell us about the Ball Blasters Academy and what inspired you to create this thing.
All right. Well, working in a primary school in 2017, Booker Primary School that is, I realized that there was a imbalance with the boys with regards to the academics. But in terms of football, they were really, really good. But the boys that were really, really good, they tend to struggle academically. And I'm like, why it is we can't create a club where that balance between academics and sports, you know, that's right. So I went to a couple of teachers within the community, Buku, Bethel, and other persons outside of Bethel who I know have a love for children, because to deal with children, you have to first have that genuine love. Because trust me, you can ask some teachers.
In this era.
Yeah. You can ask some teachers. Sometimes it's the love that keeps them going, you know. You know, but so with that being said, I share the vision of that club where we can create that balance and, you know, get professional teachers who teach by profession. That's their work every day. And, you know, I share the vision with them and they agreed. They thought it was a good idea because, of course, as a teacher, it will make it so much easier if your children could play sports, but also be academically inclined.
Yeah.
And that's how the club was formed. That's why it is Ball Blasters Youth Academy, not Ball Blasters Football Club.
Right.
Because we want to focus on that aspect of it to help the kids and bring that balance between academics and sports.
Right. And I want to ask you, just tell us quickly about your story as it relates to academic and sports, and why you saw the need to invest in this way for young boys.
Because over the years, you know, you have seen where the top boys in school, secondary school, the most popular boys in secondary school are the footballers.
Right.
But after secondary school,
that's it.
Most, not all, but the good ones, somehow, you know, they tend to focus on that part of it. And then also myself now, who working in the secondary school as a coach for senior comprehensive, there are boys who actually come to school just for football. And at the end of 5 years, they do C-Sec and 0 subjects. And it's hard, and it's hurtful, you know, and in the current way of life, it's difficult to go through life without nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And you cannot spend 5 years. And if I want to add the 7 years in primary school, that is 12 years. So you go through 12 years of primary school, which is 7, and then you do 5 years in secondary school, and you have nothing to show for all these years. I think that is something that we need to really work on in a serious way, you know?
Right. So, Ackim, I want to begin with you. Good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Right. What school do you go to? Tell the viewers what school you go to.
I go to the Scarborough Secondary School.
And you're in what form?
Form 1.
Form 1. You know, do you agree with Mr. Marcelle? Do you think that sports can help a young man, you know, be more academic and be more successful at school?
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, what do you want to be when you finish school and all these things? What is your dream?
To be a professional footballer and a businessman.
Right, but so I want to assume that Lionel Messi is your one of your
I'm a favorite player.
yeah. And what is your position on the field?
Midfield.
Midfield. All right, good. But why did you agree to be a part of Mr. Marcel's academy? Why you think that was important for you to join? Just tell the viewers.
Because you're the only really sensible club I've seen and they're very disciplined and they treat you very well in that club.
Really?
That's the only club I see treat you so good.
Wow. Well, that's good. That's good. We're gonna hear more from you about that in a little bit. What about you, Jaedon? Why do you see that the importance and the correlation between football or sports and academics? Is academics as important as football for you?
Yes, it is, because you can't be one-sided. You have to be very well-rounded in order to be a good individual.
You speak like the captain. You want to be the captain? No. Which of the two gentlemen here are the captain?
Ackim is the captain.
Money take away your post, brother. You can't, that can't happen here. But what inspired you to join the academy?
Well, they just look very organized, and the morals that coach teaching the kids, it's important, and I thought that I should be a part of that. So that is why I joined the club.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And what you want to be? Do you also want to be a professional footballer?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And do you know that the more you hone your skills as a footballer, you open yourself to even greater opportunities? I'm sure Mr. Marcelle would have shared that with you. So perhaps when you do finish your CXC, you could go on to abroad to even pursue the game even in a bigger way, like your boy Dwight York. You know Dwight York. Mm-hmm. Good. So you all had a victory recently in April. Mm-hmm. You all traveled to Barbados for this victory. Tell us about that.
Well, of course, this is an I wouldn't say international event, but a regional one, which is the Barbados Cup, and it's something that annually, but of course due to the pandemic, they had it done for like about 2 or 3 years, and we got an invite, and we went there, and of course we have been working really, really hard during the pandemic, of course, and we saw the opportunity because we have been taking part in numerous tournaments across Trinidad and Tobago, and we have been doing well. So we wanted to see, hey, let's go somewhere else to see what opportunities there. Let's see the standard of football. Let's give the kids an experience as well, because some of the kids never travel. This will be the first time they travel ever in history. And we saw the need, we seek information, and we went there. Actually, we had to get permission from the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association to attend that tournament. And not only did we represent Tobago, we represented Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, and it was really good. It was a wonderful experience. And the boys, they had themselves a time, and of course, looking forward to it in the future. And we're really grateful for that. Of course, we give God thanks for everything, because without him, it's not possible. And we're really grateful for the parents. See, the parents at Ball Blasters Youth Academy, they are the reason why the club could able to function and sustain such a wonderful level, because of course every time we ask for anything, they always come and they always come and support. You see, parents.
That champion or solo?
Eva.
That's good, man.
And of course, the staff, the support crew behind any leader is extremely important, because without that, I don't think it's possible, because you can't do this thing by yourself. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time away from your family. And sometimes, even preparing for tournaments, we would train sometimes 5-6 days a week. But of course, not always on the football field, because we are one of the few clubs in Tobago that doesn't have a ground of their own. So we have to share the ground down at Montgomery. So there are certain days that we will give them permission to use the ground. So for instance, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday morning. So we have to improvise and find other ways to train. So we will go to the beach and do a lot of strength and conditioning training.
Yes.
So for that reason, you find our boys will play a bit faster, a bit stronger. Not that we are better. We are not better than any team. But maybe how we prepare is a bit different. So because of that, you will see that our boys,
Are well-rounded.
and the intensity in which they play. So again, we are grateful for that, and the Barbados trip was extremely successful. We didn't lose a game, and the boys scored lots of goals. So we're really grateful for that.
Just quickly, guys, I have to bring in my partners and them here. Tell us about the victory. Is that your team first? Your how much teams are they beat? How much teams are there?
4, 5.
About 5.
Although beat them so bad, like I remember.
Yeah, 16 was in the group. So we played 5 games.
Yeah.
About 5 games.
Yeah.
Right. And what was the highlight of your trip to Barbados? Was it your first time traveling?
It was my first time traveling out of the country to play football.
Right.
But it's not the first time I travel outside of the country.
That's good. But what was the highlight of the trip for you? Besides scoring all the goals?
The pool.
Big of you. That's good, man, honest. And perhaps you all need to use the YMCA pool too. So you could get some.
Well, of course. Playing sports, that is, swimming helps a lot too.
Yes.
I know it's one of the those physical exercises that you work every muscle in the body.
Yes.
Swimming is that one. Yes. You know.
What about you? What was the highlight? Was it your first time traveling as well?
It was my first time traveling out of the country. The smoothies and thing out there was very good. The beaches on them was so good.
Better than Tobago?
Way better.
You see that on top? These Tobago updates, you know. But he's been honest, guys. But it's good to see that, somebody is investing in the holistic development of our youth, especially our young men. Because, I could tell you that I share the sentiment that not many of them are exposed enough. And especially the Tobagonian young men, they're not as exposed as they ought to be. And the more exposure means that they have a wider scope, a wider view of the world, and they can make better decisions. So I want to thank you for that. And my final question is, what is next for the academy? I know this is the under 13 thing. Are you going to have an under 15, under 20, or under 30, under 40? What's next?
Well, the club started in 2018. When we started, we had U10 and 12, 8. So these boys are now 16. So we have U16. We actually just took part in the Republic Cup, where we won all the age group that we entered, which was U13, U15, U17. And of course, we are grateful for that again, because of course, a lot of work have been, put in. These boys have been really, really consistent in their approach. If I call them tomorrow and say, hey guys, we have training 5 o'clock, we have to beach unannounced, they'll show up. Mm-hmm. So because of that, you are seeing the success of their hard work, and we are grateful for that. Mm-hmm. So we always plan, of course, we are trying to get our kids outside into the wider world. So it's just to make the necessary connection to see that our kids can get through and, get some scholarships and stuff like that.
Right, I wish I could have shaken your hand on set, man. But after this set, I will shake your hand.
Definitely.
Right, and the gentleman. I want to thank you guys for being here.
Yes.
I usually ask my guests to help me to tell the viewers to share the life to segue into the next segment.
Well, of course,
right?
share the life.
So, we want to thank you guys for being here. This is the end of this interview this morning. Up next, we have Shankil Allen this morning, and Brother Luke Trim will be doing that interview. So we have that interview up next. So thank you guys for viewing us this morning, and remember to
share the life.
Share the life.
Share the life.
Share the life.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.